too. Our moms.
I came to win, yeah, I came to win. I came to win, yeah, I came to win. Can't no one stop me, yeah, bring it in. I came to win, yeah, I came to win. Top down, faded windows tinted. Push it with it, push it to the limit.
We go so hard. What's up? We're back here for another episode of the Fight Lounge. Since it's a little bit late here, we're not going to be doing. Oh my God! Hold on. So yeah, we're just not going to do the whole full card breakdown. We're just going to go through each fight, quickly give out our picks, maybe touch on something we like and why. But so we're going to make a little bit of a shorter version for you guys here tonight. But I guess I'll kick us off, Dabs. Nora Cornell and Haley Cowan. Straight pass. I have no bet. Like I said, we're not going to touch on breakdowns and give you guys the numbers and everything. If I had to pick somebody here, I'd go Nora Cannoli, but I got no bet on that one.
Oh, hey. Yeah, no bet.
Anything for you? Nothing there?
Yeah, no bet, but I do like the Haley Cowan side, man.
Real quick, shout out to Gerardo Hernandez in the chat. We got Big Scott here with us. Love both you guys and all the other viewers watching us live on Twitter, on YouTube. Shout out to all y'all. So we're just going to move through this like really quick. I'm not kidding. It's going to be the fastest fight lounge show you guys have ever seen. Tresean Gore versus Marco Tulio. I have to go with the 13-1 Marco Tulio here. I've never been much of a believer in Tresean Gore. Not sure if I'm going to get there on the KO. KO's juicy. He's a minus 350 favorite. But I absolutely think that Marco Tulio knocks out Tresean Gore. What do you think, Dabs?
Yeah. I like the Tulio side. Tresean Gore's probably gonna get KO'd. So it's no bet though. I'm a little deeper later on the card. No bet here, but yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think the KO is juicy at minus 150, so that's not a prop that I'm going to get to or give out here.
Yeah.
But I think he gets knocked out. Probably early, round 1, round 2.
I would like to say round 1, round 2 because I was looking at this the total. I was looking at the total. The total's kind of looking kind of juicy because they have the under 1.5 plus 105, and I can see it being finished in the first round on the Tulio side, but I'm just gonna stay off that.
Yeah, I won't be betting either of those things. I think I have better spots that I like on this card.
Definitely.
Yeah, this next one is actually a spot that I do like.
Yeah, I do.
Sumadarji and Mitch Raposo, fight number 3 on the card. Flyweight's 125 pounds. I don't trust Mitch Raposo. He's small, even at 125. He's 5'5". Medarji's going to have an 8-inch reach advantage here. But am I going to get to Sumadarji at minus 250? I don't think I can pull the trigger on that either.
That's insane how you're getting minus 250, minus 155 in my book. I'd take you heads up.
Looking at Tapology, maybe the lines have moved. Like I said, I'm not going to do the whole deep dive here. We're not going to go into it, but yeah, I guess the line has moved. He's down.
We can talk real quick about this fight because I do have a bet on the Mitch Raposo side.
You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I do like Mitch Raposo to get it done here.
Oh, you got something for us too?
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm saying. It's for Poso, definitely. It's not even a pass for me. It's for Poso all the way. Sumadarji shit. It's pretty simple. And Mitch Raposo has that dog. He's pretty fucking skilled. So
see, I was looking at Tapology and the opening line on him was minus 250, and yeah, that's crazy. Can't get there. But yeah, now that the value is lost on the dog, I'm not going to go chasing a public dog either. G also likes Cornoli by decision. That's a lean, not a bet. I'm right there with you.
I think it's going to be a definitely scrap. I think Haley runs away with it. Definitely going to be a scrap though. But yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the dog shot on Mitch Raposo there from the boys.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, but like I said, I'm not going to jump on a public dog that's already moved. If I thought about it first, it'd be cool.
It's not even a public dog, nigga. Motherfuckers still out here playing Sumadarji. You know what I'm saying?
They're not. I haven't even looked at the splits yet. Like I said, I wasn't going to get into all that tonight, but
Man, look,
we got about 20 minutes to do 10 fights, so we got time.
yeah. First show back in a little bit. I can pull out some fucking splits for you fuckers. Um,
I'm actually
I don't know.
interested to see.
I just heard a couple of guys speak on these Suma Darby a little bit. You know, I don't know. They're kind of they bet a little bit bigger, and sometimes we can all cash as a public dog. You know.
That is a beautiful thing, actually. That is a beautiful thing. I'll be straight up about that. I don't know. I was just never convinced. Like, one thing for me was the reach advantage, but then it's like, does Sumaderji really have all those skills to make it an advantage for him?
I don't think so. I think
Sucks.
Mitch goes the distance and wrestles a little bit, man. So
All right. Well, there you have it. Mitch, Raposo, and possibly by decision as a lean there. Let's go to fight number 4 of the night, shall we? This one's actually a good fight, I think. Cedricus Dumas versus Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Man, you won't find me anywhere near Mikey O at minus 200 here. I think I got to take Cedricus Dumas. I don't like that guy either. I know Dabs, that face says it all. I don't like that guy either. But I can't trust a guy with, like...
hey, I'm heavy on my
terrible
boy Mikey. I think Mikey O gets him out of one. I think Mikey O puts them paws on him. I think Mikey O tags him. I think Mikey O
See,
drags him to the ground. Hold on.
I just
think
don't like a
Mikey
guy
O
that's
grabs him.
7-7 in the UFC.
He's gonna drag him to the ground. You see this right hand? He's gonna have his left hand on the back. Hey, what's good? One time, my boy. Hey, he's gonna have his left hand on his back, and he's just gonna start hitting them. Likewise, my boy. It was a great time meeting you out there, my guy. But he's gonna keep hitting them.
Cheers, boys.
Right, and that's gonna be it for my boy Shadrick. He could even take his back. That's what. Hey, come on now, G. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. I think he knocked.
And says he's very, very confident.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty confident in him as well. I like the parlay piece a lot. I really do.
That's how we do it over here. We do it with Mont on the Fight Lounge. That's what it's about. We're chilling. We got the, the drinks pouring, bombs flowing. Classic.
Let's go.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I want to take Cedricus Dumas, but Dabs. I've talked about him on the show before. I hate that guy. And it's like, am I really going to get there?
You guys kind of remember, man. Mikey O is strong as fuck.
He was a big guy. He did fight at light heavyweight, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a strong.
Now he's down at middleweight, 20 pounds less.
And hold on, didn't
has that? He still has the $20 Canadian bill I gave him in his wallet.
That's gonna bring us good luck, man.
Let's go.
Hey, look. All I'm gonna say is Mikey O has won against the measurables before in Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, I think, is a lot better than Dumas. Completely different. The dollar bill, completely different. But
that's money that you gave me.
I'm heavy on Mikey, bro. I think he gets his knockout.
Well, see, honestly, like I said, I was leaning towards Cedric's just because of the money. But I think I can't go against my guy. Gerardo in the chat, he's very confident. Dab Father, very confident. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm confident enough on this side to go against both of you, like, at all. It's a lean towards the money, but I guess the general consensus is Mikey O over here.
Yeah, I like Mikey O, man.
Just honestly, that 7-7 record scares me, though, Dabs. I don't like to bet on those 50-50 fighters. I really fucking don't.
And who the fuck is Cedric Dumas? I don't want to talk bad about a brother like that, but dude, you're a fucking convict that turned pro. Like,
baby, we'll get there. Wine time. We got 6 more fights. 7 more. I want to
say something on that. I want to say something on that, but
if you want to, go ahead.
Nah, we'll wait.
We got
No, we can wait. Let's go.
There you go. There's a little hint. All right. There's a hint. All right. Let's just jump to the next one, though. We got I think the veteran of all veterans in the UFC, Darren the Damage. He is the Damage, ladies and gentlemen. Darren Elkins versus Julian Juicy J Erosa. Two very good nicknames. That's why I say them. Featherweight matchup, 29-11. Darren Elkins versus 30-11. But you look at the age on Darren Elkins, man, they don't call him the Damage for nothing. He's taken all the damage. He's 40 years old. On the other side, Julian Erosa is almost 36. He's a minus 380 favorite, is Juicy J. And man, I'm tempted to take some dog. I mean, if there's anybody who's a dog in the UFC, it is Darren Elkins, you know? Why don't you take this one away? Because I know you got to play on this. We were talking about early in the week. You still on point spread for Darren Elkins, or have you changed your mind?
No, sir. Looking at the tape, Darren Elkins is about to get his face beat in. Juicy J.
I said it. Look, he's on that plus 3.5 point spread.
Look, I like the point spread at first. I did. But remember this, G. When those fucking judges see the fucking blood just dripping down his face, and he's still coming forward, landing shots, but still getting hit, and his face is all just battered.
I don't like that from Elkins at all.
That point spread is not hitting. And this is coming from a point spread guy. These motherfuckers right here like to give insane fucking scorecards just because they see blood coming down their face. All right? It is what it is. That's why I cannot play that point spread, because I personally think Juicy J can keep this on the feet and just jab him. He can just jab him. And then whenever fucking if Elkins want to keep on pressuring and fucking try to take him down, I think Juicy J is going to fucking stuff to take
down. It's going to be a classic Elkins fight where he puts on all the pace, all the pressure, but gets beat the fuck up anyways.
I think that's what
and I said it before here multiple times, and this is something I think we need to do going forward. Granted, like I said, Julian Erosa is 36, but still he's better, younger, more durable. I'm not betting on fucking 40-year-olds anymore. I'm done doing that unless it's like really clear cut. But this is not clear cut. I don't know if Darren Elkins, like, how much longer is Darren Elkins going to be in the UFC? How much longer do they want him around for? I don't think so.
Well, look, I think Erosa, I'm not going to parlay Erosa. I might play that point spread just to go against it all. You know, minus 170, because I think Erosa could even find a finish in this fight. I don't think.
Hey, MMA locker room in the house. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Real ones, real vibes. Anytime.
You don't think Erosa could fucking lock up a sub?
Appreciate you.
Baby. Let's go, Mills. Money Man Mills. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, man. I think I definitely do think he could lock up a sub, because like, he is the damage, right? He could take the damage. He is the damage. Let's just say that, right? I don't think he's going to get knocked out. He might, but it's probably the best path to victory for Julian Erosa is the sub, because if you beat him up and he doesn't die, then you're just going to club and sub him, right?
Hey, I'm not gonna say anything to that. We can go to the next fight, though.
Yeah, so I guess for an all-around pick, it's got to be Juicy J, but I don't know how you bet it at minus 380, and I don't want to get too particular with a prop on this one.
Shit's fucking juicy.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. We got the veteran, everybody loves him, Jim fucking Miller versus Chase the Dream Hooper. I mean, it's a great fight, let's be honest. It's kind of the young passing of the torch, I think. I think Chase Hooper kind of does have that same style as Jim Miller, and that's just this kind of style you might need to beat a guy like Jim Miller.
Not even. I don't know.
I was on Jim Miller in a couple of his other fights. You know, we cashed him as a dog, but last fight we went back and said, hey, we ain't hitting that 3 times in a row, right? And I don't think he gets back to winning ways. I think this one's Chase Hooper. I think he probably, I want to say he finishes him. I shouldn't say probably. I want to say he finishes him, but Jim Miller could low-key grapple with him if he go the distance.
Y'all remember what happened to Jim Miller whenever he fought Bobby Green?
Yeah.
Nigga got his ass beat. Yeah, and then they give him my boy Damon Jackson. It's like, nigga, I love the Leech, but come on, Damon Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Look, this dude, Chase Hooper, is about to body Jim Miller. The reach is insane. I just think the aggressiveness is just gonna be off the charts. Chase Hooper just turned into a different guy when he stepped into that fucking ring, man. I think he could be. He's gonna be able to get a body lock. He's gonna be able to put that triangle in, and he's just gonna beat the shit out of Jim Miller. Jim Miller's gonna be on the fucking ground squirming and shit, and he ain't gonna be able to get out. And the ref's gonna stop the fucking fight. That's where I'm at with it. I've seen a couple guys talk about the Jim Miller side. There's no possible way I'm betting Jim Miller at this stage in his career against Jay Super.
No, I can't do it. Can't be doing it. I just said on the last fight we can't be
And
betting
even
40-year-olds.
even the point spread is fucking juicy. Point spread is plus 250. I love things like that.
Yeah,
But I'm not even
that's
gonna
kind of a
take
red flag. If a point spread is plus 250, it says it kind of doesn't really have a chance. And then, like I said, I'm done betting on 40-year-olds. Jim Miller, he's 41 years, 7 months, so damn near 42. And I mean, he's done everything in the UFC. What more do you want from him? I think he's gone. Guy G in the chat likes Hooper by sub at plus 100,
I can see it.
and then that plus 500 TKO might be worth a sprinkle too.
I can see a club and sub. I can see just straight up ground and pound, man. I just think he gets to the ground with this motherfucker. I just think he gets to the ground with Jim Miller, and it's going to be a long night, bro. He's just going to be way faster than him. Way faster.
That's what I mean. He's like Jim Miller. Like he's exactly like Jim Miller, but younger and faster. That's like the style you would need to beat Jim Miller. It's a very good style to beat Jim Miller.
Longer. You know what I'm saying? A little slicker. Chase Hooper.
He's going to have a 3-inch reach advantage and a 5-inch height advantage. So he's going to be, I think everybody's still remembering young Chase Hooper still. He's been around for a long time. Okay. He's a grown man now. Let's put that all away. He's not a kid anymore. He still looks like a kid. Granted, he looks like he's 19, but he's not. Okay. So this is a 25-year-old man, 26, 25 and a half. Okay. 25 and a half. We'll give that to him. And he's been in the UFC fighting. We've seen this guy for 5 years already, Dabs. He's been putting in the work. It's time to give him the respect, I think. That's exactly what's going to happen here. But let's move on to another one. The second, unless you had something else. No? Then we're good. The second women's fight of the night. I'll let you take this one because I know you have strong feelings here. It's Virna Jandiroba versus Yan Xiaonan. Take it away, Debs.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it real simple for y'all motherfuckers right now. We're just going to take that money line. Money's still pouring in on this bitch Jan. Nah. Verna's going to put the pace on this bitch. Wrestle fuck the shit out of her, bro. Minus 140 is going to be a give. One thing that does concern me, do not let her get in a rhythm in the striking. You have to disrupt that. You got to keep chain
wrestling. You got to stop the boxing.
You have to keep chain wrestling. And once you get her down, I think in my heart you're going to keep her down. I can see some late chaos. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I think it's 2-3 if it does go down. Jim Miller's tough enough to survive one round for sure.
I can see some late chaos.
G's on the Jandiroba side with you.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, G. Let's just keep it simple.
And it's going to be 2 units.
That's what I'm saying, G. Let's just keep it simple, my boy. I'm on Verna here. I'm not gonna get cute, but I do think she beats her ass once she gets it to the ground. And I know we talked Yan's flat-footed, and I'm not gonna say stiff, but she lacks movement. I feel she lacks.
Yeah, because she's so big and physical, right? She's not that smooth with it.
Yeah, man. I don't know like that.
Yeah, I mean, she's tough, but we've seen in the Zhang Wei Li fight, Zhang Wei Li was able to take her down and grapple with her. She almost got out of it, but then she got taken right back down. So I'm kind of seeing that same type of pattern here. Jandiroba, I think Jandiroba's a better grappler than
It's going to be technique, too. It's going to be technique on the
the technique should really work. If she can use her weight against her, she'd be able to bring this big girl down. Plus, even though she's the striker, it's only a 1-inch, but Jandiroba does have the reach advantage too, so she might be able to stay away from some of that striking that could help her if she doesn't want to be the striker. But again, it's only 1-inch, so fuck are we talking about here? All right. I think that pretty much wraps it up. That's Virna. You think she gets it done inside the distance, or is this a decision?
I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to predict. Okay, I'll make a prediction, but this is not a bet. I do think she can find a finish here. I do think
Yeah,
she can find a finish here.
I agree. I'm not going to be able. I'm not going to go chasing some plus money bets on this one though. I think we're good enough at the 142, like G said in the chat here.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Not in a
not
fight
gonna
to get
bet.
cute with. I don't think so.
I'm not betting
Usually in the
Charlotte.
women's fight, we've been seeing them pretty clear this year. It's either straight up it goes the distance, or you can see that knockout coming, or the submission from a mile fucking away. If you can't see it, it's straight up gamble. I wouldn't go
Nah,
for it.
nah, for real.
If anything, though, yeah, you guys are saying it too. It is the Yanjaroba submission boys. Is she going to knock out Yan Xiaonan? No. Maybe. Probably. Like 90% would say no. 95%. So yeah, it's sub or bust, but just money line minus 142 as a consensus here. But let's move right along here. Rolling along with another big reach advantage here. Sean Woodson, biggest reach advantage in featherweight. He's going to have a 7-inch reach advantage over Dan Ige, and he's going to have a 5-inch height advantage over Dan Ige. I think Sean Woodson's going to box him up. He's got great boxing, as we all know that. Dan Ige, what's he going to do? Get in a boxing match with him? Can't get inside the range. Are you going to wrestle fuck him? Sean Woodson with his long, lanky fucking frame, his long legs. I think he'll be able to defend the takedowns. Maybe Dan Ige could get inside and knock him out. That's really Dan Ige's path to victory. A quick little flash KO. But I think Sean Winston's going to stay on the outside, box him up. Probably win this one by decision.
Yeah, my
Because I know
dog, you
Dan Ige is
tripping,
tough.
man.
When have we ever seen Dan Ige get knocked out, right?
Yeah, man, you tripping, man. Oh, fuck. I was about to say something so slick to that shit, bro. But oh,
Like, what is it?
dude,
Go ahead.
fucking Sean Woodson's honestly a dumbass. He's a fucking dumbass, bro. We don't. Sean Woodson's Loki a dumbass, bro. He doesn't
You
like.
think
Hold on.
so?
Who did we just bet on like a week ago, or not a week ago? Who did we bet on in San Antonio, and he fucking lost? Who
Leon
the fuck
Edwards?
was that? Who was it? Jai
Leon
Herbert?
Edwards?
Not Leon Edwards. Not the other motherfucker. The lanky nigga, man. It might have been that bitch motherfucker Jai Herbert, bro. And he
Oh,
lost to
Jai
Demetrius
Herbert.
Magruder,
Yes. Yeah, it
man.
was Jai Herbert. Yeah, you're
It's
right.
like some Jai Herbert shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Ige could definitely get in there, bro, and make this a crazy fucking fight. So I'm off. I'm off. And niggas seeing this fucking reach advantage and shit, I don't even give a fuck, bro. Sean Woodson is not a top tier fighter, and he should not be minus 200 over Dan Ige right now. Nah, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, bro. Yeah, man.
That's it, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got G and Dabs on the other side of me. I'm gonna stay on the Sean Woodson side. I can't just jump ship every time.
I don't know what I'm
Sometimes I got to
gonna
stick to
do.
my
I don't know
guns.
what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I just don't think minus 190 is that's not warranted at all. Sean Woodson's actually a bum.
All right, somebody write down Woodson for me, and then
Niggas, how many split decisions have this dude went to, bro?
who? Woodson.
Went to a decision with Jardine, Caceres, Dennis
Yeah,
fucking
Charles Jourdain
Bazooka.
was taking him down at will.
How do you
Fuck.
go to a decision with Dennis Bazooka and you outstruck him 4 times? You bum. The fuck you fucking bum? No, I'm not. No,
I
nigga,
agree
no.
with that too. Definitely, I can't argue with that. Dennis Bazooka is a bit of a bum.
No, fuck that.
I guess we'll see how that one plays out. But I can't just jump ship and be on the other side. Sometimes we have to disagree over here. So we'll keep it that way.
Nigga almost got outstruck by Charles Jourdain with the reach advantage.
I
He
know
bumped.
that's now you
He
remember
bumped.
that too. I was watching clips this
Nigga,
week
he's
and it
from
was
Canada. And then what kind of motherfucker out of Canada is gonna do anything? Like that Mike Malott
told you.
bum.
I told you
Mike
you
Malott
got to have
bum.
separation. When you talk about Canada, you have to understand that Quebec is separate and Charles Jourdain is French. Okay,
Hey, these French fucks. Zoozies, yo,
they
wee,
don't
wee,
want to.
wee.
They don't want to be represented by Canada, Dabs. They really don't. They're separatists.
Good, bro. Fuck them, bro. You bum. Charles Jourdain sucks anyway. Niggas garbage, bro.
We will see. I don't know. I just haven't seen it from Dan Ige lately. I don't know. I think Sean
Man, look,
Woodson is gonna.
he just been
If I
too
win
long
this one,
on
it's gonna be
that
greasy,
fight.
Debs. It's gonna be greasy. It's not
Hey,
gonna be a glorious
the
smash.
point spread
You
minus
know, it's
two
gonna be a
hundred for
close
Dan
fight,
Ige.
and I'll be sweating that decision.
Hey, the point spread minus
I
200
know.
for Dan Ige, bro. That's not
I'm almost
cool.
talking myself into it as we sit here because if I said that out loud, that if I really think this is going to be a close fight and I'm on the favorite, I just really listened to myself there for a minute and it sounded fucked
Yeah.
up. But yeah, G says
Hey,
Ige for
we'll
me
see what's
closes the
up.
distance well. We got gas station sushi in the house. He loves Chandler at plus 130, Ige at plus 170, and he also likes Mitchell and Lopes.
Hey, that gas station sushi was good until the end. I got a piece of wasabi in my mouth with that Lopez pick. Like, fuck, bro, what are you doing? Come on. It's cool, though. We'll see at the end of the night.
That was actually
We'll
a
see at the end of the
pretty nice analogy there. James. I'll give you that one.
night. Nah, but nah, we'll see what's up, man.
I feel like
I
that
live for
wasabi
all the
right at
picks too.
the end.
Nah, I love him. We'll get to it, but I like Michael as well, man. But yeah, I'm on the Ige side. We can go ahead and move on, man. If you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on. I'm just writing down
Yeah.
some notes here. We'll do the next one. It actually should be a good ass fight at light heavyweight. It's going to be Nikita Krylov versus Dominic Reyes. I guess I went on the first one. Why don't you take this one away, Debs?
Hey, I'll make it real simple for y'all motherfuckers, bro. You can play this two different ways. You can do a little bit more money on the Krylov money line, or you can play Krylov ITD. He's knocking this nigga Dominic Reyes out. Dominic Reyes, I know what y'all seen. It looked cool. Nigga did not come in here. He didn't want to fight this weekend. Nigga's blowed up. You don't look nothing the same. Your last outing. You didn't blew back up. I know Krylov's been off for a little bit, but that nigga's aggressive.
Krylov's a
He,
killer, dude. He's a
he's
killer.
aggressive. Exactly. He's aggressive. He's gonna tap that chin. And come on, y'all. Dominic
I
Reyes is
mean,
tapped. He's tapped. He's tapped.
let's talk about his stats here really quick. He
If
had
he
30
doesn't get
wins
hit,
and 9 losses on Krylov, okay? And he's got 12 KOs, 16 subs. That's 28 finishes in
look. Let me
39
just get this
fights.
off. Let me just
So
say
this
this.
guy's finishing at a 66% clip.
Let me just say this. If there was a
Here we
league,
go.
nigga, you're
Reyes is
crazy.
back. That's what I hear all week,
Hey,
man.
put your phone on do not disturb right now, man. Go to sleep. Put your phone on do not disturb right now and go to sleep. You crazy in a bitch. You say Reyes is back. He might get a finish. Hey, if there was a league to where you could fight a motherfucker, but no head strikes were allowed, Reyes would definitely be a killer. But unfortunately, we're in MMA and in this UFC. Reyes is not gonna. He's not making it out the first round. He's not making it out the first round. You can. Hey,
I actually
here,
like
G.
that point because
Hey,
I don't disagree with
hey, hold
you
on.
or
No,
I
let me
don't
say this
disagree
real
with
quick. Let me
G.
say this.
Go
G,
ahead.
you could request some shit from me on my Cash App if that nigga motherfucking knocks him out. You know what I'm saying? You got me on Twitter. Hit me up. Side bet, nigga. Side bet. Because that's not happening.
Side
Reyes
bet.
is back. Reyes is back. He put it in all caps too. He was happy. Fuck no. And Reyes got a bunch of fans out here. Fuck no, man. Y'all tripping. Stand up fight,
I
you know
honestly,
damn well he's going to sleep.
I'm thinking the same thing as both of you guys, but unfortunately I can't pick a side because when I look at this fight, I'm looking at Dominic Reyes' last 3 fights, last 4 fights, last 5. Round 2, round 2, round 1, round 1, round 2. Now let's go look at Nikita Krylov where he's doing it. Last 5. Round 1, decision. Round 1, round 1, decision, decision. Round 2, round 2, round 2, round 1, round 2, round 1, round 1. So this fight is ending in round 1 or round 2. That's my bet over here, straight up. Somebody's getting knocked out early in this one. I think I might go with the under 1.5 if it's on a nice price. But I think the fight ends in 1 or fight ends in 2 at plus money. That's the way I want to go here.
Hey man, play it how you want to play it. But I'm gonna just this is gonna be an official bet for
Well,
me
under
actually.
1.5 is plus 120, but make it official.
I'm playing Krylov rounds 1 or 2 plus 165 for a unit. That's official for me.
I got
Just
a lot to
because
write
G
down.
got me
Let me
riled
write
up.
down.
Got me riled up. I don't even want to
I
bet G on
know.
side.
We're actually all on different sides here. You guys both like a side. I like, if you're going to combine yours with me, Debs, I'm actually probably going to take that action with you because I do like the round 1, 2. I do lean towards Krylov more, but I just want to play round 1 and 2 just to be safe at plus money. It's not that I don't like Krylov. I just want to make the safer bet.
Hey, are you crazy?
So I'm just going to write that down.
Do
Yeah,
it
that's
just
really
look
that.
like Dominic Reyes is just a
Gas
sweaty
station
motherfucker
sushi's
all
rolling
the
in the
time?
chat at this.
That nigga Dominic Reyes is literally sweaty all the time. Nah.
Okay,
Crash
I'll
Bandicoot
write this
build,
one down
bro.
here.
Nah, man. He weird. He weird looking.
I actually haven't heard somebody mention that all week. I forgot about that one. Crash Bandicoot.
Him and Derek Brunson
Let
are
me just
just they're
write
just
this
weird
down here.
built motherfuckers, man.
Derek Brunson, he was the original, wasn't he?
Like straight up, man. And then hold on.
All right. So Reyes
Hold on,
inside the distance from G at plus 325.
I
Core
want to make
unit.
one point. Wasn't this nigga getting tagged up by Anthony Smith for not really tagged up? I mean, he dominated, but he got some hits in. This ain't Anthony Smith, Playboy. And what happened with the Ryan Spann? I'll tell you what happened with the Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann plus 500 round 1 KO. I remember that shit because I bet that shit, nigga. I literally told y'all then. Dominic Reyes is shot. It's pretty fucking simple, bro. Y'all create the 35-year-old man at this weight class
Yeah, I
is
mean,
gonna come
in
back.
that fight, man, that was a fight of who's more washed. That was a straight up fight of who's more washed, Reyes or
Now,
Smith. And
Ryan
I'll tell you, Smith is one of the most washed fighters I've seen in a long time mentally, and like just all around. He's not going to the gym. He's fucked up in the head. He's just,
hey,
I love
that's
that
what
guy, but I can't
happens.
believe what
Look,
happened to him is
that's
insane.
what happens when you grow up in Corpus Christi, Texas. A bunch of fucking bitches. Literally, don't grow up in Corpus fucking Christi. You won't grow up a pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty, yeah. Yeah, that's a bitch city.
I heard. I know I talked about this on the show a whole bunch before, but I'll say real quick. I heard some more details on that Anthony Smith, and this was 2 years ago when somebody broke into his house. I guess I read the police report, and he beat the shit out of this meth head so bad, but that guy was jacked up on crystal meth, and he wouldn't go down. Anthony Smith couldn't beat him. That's why he's so fucked up in the head, because this meth head almost beat him in his own house. So there's
Anthony
a
Smith,
little
that's a
info for you
bitch.
guys.
Yeah, Anthony Smith, a bitch.
Like he was, because the guy wouldn't go down and he was losing his energy, so he saw like a UFC fight style. He was like, "Oh my god, I'm gassing, and this guy's in my house with my wife and kids," and he got scared. Dabs, he got scared.
Lionheart, Anthony Smith. Such a pussy.
He
All right,
used
man,
to
let's
be
move on,
tough.
bro. Let's move on, bro. The next
Let's
fight
move
coming
on.
up,
We've been
banger.
dragging along.
Yeah. I said I
All
wanted
right.
to make this show short as fuck. I wanted to
Yeah,
make
we're
this
in
show
30
10
minutes
minutes,
now.
y'all. I wanted to make the show 10 minutes, man. I was like, I'm
It
gonna
happens
rush
every
this.
time, but let's get right into it. Let's go to the main card. We got 4 more fights left. It's Yair Rodriguez and Patricio Pitbull. Pitbull's making his UFC debut. He's the older guy here. I originally wanted to be on Pitbull, but
Hold on,
like I
bring it
said,
back.
I'm not gonna bet. He's
I
37.
got
I
I got
ain't gonna
Bryce
do it. I
Mitchell.
can't
I
do
got
it.
Bryce Mitchell here, Gene Silva.
Really? I have that as fight number 11 on Tapology.
I have Gene Silva Mitchell going before a year.
It's okay. We can talk about that one next. I usually just go by Tapology instead of the books because the order's fucked up on everyone's books. Pitbull, G likes the dog.
I see a trend with G. I see a little trend with my guy Gerardo Hernandez. I
What's the
see a
trend?
little trend. I'm not gonna say it.
A trendy trend.
That nigga losing too, man. You and your nigga, man, Dominic Reyes and Pitbull, they're both losing. You are. What
That's
is
the
Pitbull
trend.
gonna
How did I
do?
not pick up on that? God damn it.
What are they gonna do? Like, what is Pitbull gonna do? Please tell me. Did you see
I
the
don't.
energy? Did you see the energy my boy Yair had at the press conference? Dude is little geeks right now. Dude's looking very, very, very shredded. He's having roid rage. He had a little roid rage at the press conference. If you didn't see it, I did. I'll tell you. He had a little roid rage. He was going off. Puta this, puta that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's roided up
He
right
did.
now. Be
Now that
careful.
you say it like that, he was pretty angry. Yeah, I'll give
He
you
was
that.
angry. And they just sparked off. It just sparked off, so I think 175, I just don't like looking at that number. I just don't really like looking at it, but it's probably gonna be a parlay piece for me.
Yeah, I agree. Minus 200 is heavy, but I can't. I can't bet on somebody been fighting in Bellator making their UFC debut at 37. I don't.
I'm about
We
to
saw
say
it with what's
you're
his name?
betting a debutante, a 40-year-old debutante at that. Like
Listen, MVP did it. Michael Chandler did it. Now, are we going to see three guys come from Bellator and
I
just
think
win
Michael.
their first fights? I think this is where probability might kick in.
I told you MVP was different though.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I
Hey,
might be off this one.
He gonna come forward. He gonna come forward. Yeah, you're gonna hit his ass with one of them goddamn one of them, and split his ass open and just pop shot him. Big K, come here, bitch, and pop shot him. I don't know. You may be right, bro.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's going to be Pitbull earlier. Yair Rodriguez late. That's the breakdown for me, and I might just bet this one live. If it's Pitbull early and we can get a better price on Yair
I
Rodriguez
I treat
live,
that
I
little
think that's
nigga
what I'm
pit
going to
bull
do.
just like a little pit bull too, and hold out a little red towel for his little ass and have his ass hitting the wall. You know what I'm saying?
And yeah, Yair
That's a
Rodriguez, he's going to be the bigger guy too. He's 5 inches
that's what I'm
taller and he's got
saying.
a 6 inch reach advantage. So
Way bigger guy, and I just think he can. You're not gonna adjust your style completely, but he's a kickboxer. He's a taekwondo type guy. I think he can make this a point fight. He can point fight his way to a decision later on or a KO. You know what I'm saying? Find something in there. So I don't know. I don't think you bring. I don't think you bring fucking Pitbull in here and instantly get him a fucking win at 40 years old. At this point, you're kind of just using his name
if they
for
wanted
money
to
on
give him
that
a win,
end.
they would have given him an easier fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're just bringing more of
You talk
that.
about
Where
marketing
is he
side,
from?
yeah, maybe they
Brazil?
want a brand new fighter in Pitbull.
Yeah, he's fucking. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I don't.
Brazilian.
Yeah, Brazil.
You got an extra little Brazilian juice now. You'll probably be going to Brazil and doing a card and shit. Extra little juice. Now you can build a super card. It's all mind games with the UFC. They're not trying to build. They keep this nigga
That's
5
exactly
L.
where I'm at too. Yeah,
So
they're playing games. They're using his name. I don't think they want him to win. I mean, granted, he looked good in Bellator, but he's 24-6 in Bellator. He's just like Michael Chandler. He's had 30 Bellator fights. That's a lot of fights for a guy.
that's
And then he went
Bellator. And
over
all I'm
to
saying is, I think
Ryzen
they're
and got
picking
finished.
niggas up.
If you remember
I
that,
just think they're
they
picking
did.
niggas up from Bellator. They don't even care right now. They're just picking these niggas up. They're like, fuck it, come to the roster. You're gonna bring your little fan base as well. They just picked up Aaron Pico. Who the fuck
Yeah,
wants to watch
yeah.
Aaron
I know.
fucking Pico? Get
Nobody.
the fuck out of here, nigga.
I was
Get
going to
the
ask you
fuck
too,
out
like
of here, bro.
who's his manager? Maybe Pitbull just got in by being somebody's friend or something. But if you go back and look at his last fight before the Bellator Champions Series, which was some made up bullshit where he fought Jeremy Kennedy, should have smashed him. Took him till round 3 to do it. Went to Super Ryzen 2 for that Bellator versus Ryzen event. Got knocked out in round 1, 2.5 minutes. So yeah, I think our guy Yair Rodriguez is very live here. I can't be betting on. He's too old. He's been in too many fights, and I don't think the UFC cares about him. If they did care about him in his UFC debut, they would have given him an easier fight here. But yeah, Anything more? Are we moving on?
No, we can keep it pushing.
Next, I think, would you start that last one or me? Oh, you want to talk about Bryce Mitchell and Gene Silva? Go ahead and do that.
I almost opened that. I almost opened it up with something super fucked, but I can't. I'm gonna just say this then.
Do you see what Bryce Mitchell said if he could change his nickname to? He said white
No,
power. What white power, the power of God. I was like, what? You just went back on your words like that? And he said it in like some UFC interview. It was crazy.
fuck it, fuck it. Jesus, all love, God. Hey, I love Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is King. And you don't love me. You don't respect me. You're not my brother. I gotta kill you now. I gotta kill you now, brother. I put a lot of dogs down in my day, and you know what they did right before they died? They squealed. That's what's gonna happen. I
I actually really like that line. I really like that one. That one gave me a bit of chills.
I was fucking laughing. I was like, oh yeah,
Is
Bryce
it,
is
to
serious.
me, it's
He's
not
either
what he
gonna
said. It's that look in his eye when he said it. Like he's like,
he's
"I kill
serious,
dogs,
bro.
brother. I'll kill your
That
dog."
motherfucker is like, nah, them Yodis be out there. Them Yodis. He's talking about coyotes. Them Yodis definitely be out there. On the farm and shit. Ain't no dog gonna kill no fucking livestock. You definitely some Yodis, but yeah, man. I'm just gonna go for the. No cap here. All culture. I like Bryce. I love Bryce.
Yeah,
Hey man, I'm
I'm
gonna
going
keep
for a dog
politics
here,
all out of
straight
it,
up.
but you know how I am backstage.
Hmm.
That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Um, and honestly, the line suggest and money's pouring in.
I think most
Not
of these guys
pouring in,
hide
but
behind a
it's
fake
literally
facade.
clicking
Honestly,
on
I
my book
respect him for
right
being
now.
who he is.
And minus 190, and I thought this nigga had
Yeah,
an
no, I've
okay
seen
card
Gene
in the
Silva opened
world.
up at minus 450.
But I thought this nigga, but Bryce Mitchell he didn't won the public over. This is like the most anticipated fight in the card now. Like literally, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I mean, I
I
think
don't
I'm
know,
really excited
bro.
for the fight. Gene Silva's a good knockout artist, and Bryce Mitchell, he's the grappler, but I think he's got the striking just to, not the better striking, but he's got the striking to set up the grappling. That's what he's got.
Hey, that Brazilian fuck didn't even make weight. Fuck him. All right, fuck
Yeah.
him.
Like I said, the original line was huge. It's cut in half. I think Gene Silva was like minus up to 400, cut down to minus 300. Then we're seeing minus 200. So they're just letting it run. Thug Nasty, who's also a rapper on YouTube, should check out his music. Plus
At the end of the day,
260 dog. Now he can be had at plus 160.
look, this all I'm gonna say, bro. At the end of the day, I think Bryce Mitchell's gonna be able to get in on the hips. If you go back and watch Drew Dober had some weird attempts. Hey, move that message off my screen real quick.
I
That's
would
gonna
just
throw
really
me off.
stick with the under there, G. I would.
Yeah, move that message off my screen. That's gonna throw me off, G. You fucking me up, man. God damn, man. God damn. You fucking it up, man. Damn, man. Hey, Bryce Mitchell's gonna be able to get in on them hips. He arguably was losing to Drew Dober until he fucking knocked him the fuck out. And I'm gonna leave it there. Also, Bryce Mitchell, dude, he's never gonna stand stationary like that again in his life. You will never see Bryce Mitchell stand like that in the octagon in his life. You will never ever catch him like that again. He got literally flatlined. Dude had a mini seizure. You would never ever
Oh,
see
that
him
was
do that
terrible.
again. Literally, you would not see that.
That
And
was
I
one of
don't
the
think
worst
Gene
knockouts
Silver
I've
is on
seen
the
in
same level
forever.
as Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett has some insane power. I don't think Jane Silver has that. So, yeah, man. I think
Like
this fight
that
could
knockout
easily
was
go to
bad. That's why
decision.
it's going to be fresh in your mind, right?
What?
You picture Bryce Mitchell on the ground, knocked out by Josh Emmett, but if you remember, he's had one more fight since then. So that knockout, and it's only happened once. He's been knocked out. Yeah, it was bad, but it's only happened once, and that was 2 fights ago. So I think Bryce Mitchell, you got to forget about that one here.
And do you see the way Bryce Mitchell sets up his takedown? It's weird. He be like overhand right, tucks in, grabs the leg, pulls, and already lays. It's weird, bro. He does some fucking weird ass fucking. He has
I,
some weird
I
techniques,
know
but it's so
he's got an
it's
unorthodox style because he
yeah, man.
trains alone, right? He doesn't do things properly.
Yeah. weird, but he's good at it, man. He's really good
Yeah, no,
at
I
it.
like that too. I'm on the Bryce Mitchell. That's my pick, straight up money line plus 175. That's what I'm on, Bryce Mitchell.
Let's go, motherfucker.
That's one of the only ones that I've locked in so far. That one, and then the fight ends in round 1 and 2 on that Krylov and Reyes fight. Other than that, I'm just going to try to live bet it. But honestly, yeah, if you got nothing left, we can move to the co-main event of the evening. Michael Chandler, Paddy Pimblett. This one should be actually a really good banger. Originally, I really liked Michael Chandler before this fight. When the fight was announced, I said, I love Michael Chandler here. You should absolutely knock out Paddy. We talk about Paddy fighting Jared Gordon and how bad he looked there, lost that decision. But then I go and look into this one a little bit deeper, and I see Michael Chandler's a little bit older than I think. He's 38, but he'll be 39 in a week. He's been around, Bellator, obviously, UFC. He's had some banger-ass fights. So originally I wanted to smash Chandler. Then as I thought about it more and more and more, Chandler's a company man. He'll do whatever the UFC wants. He's been doing it. Puts on entertaining fights. Doesn't fight to win. Fights to entertain. So I got to go with Pimblett here. I got to be on Pimblett. But that's a lean.
Are
My
you
bet on this
fucking
one,
serious?
I'm
Are
going
you
with the...
fucking serious? Do you know how long Volkanovski was a?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Paddy now.
Do you know? Do you know? No, nigga. Look. Kevin Holland, company man.
Listen here. Let me get to my bet, and then you can do your breakdown. Okay. Like I said, I lean towards Chandler, and then I changed my mind to Paddy, so I'm not very confident on a side. That's why I'm going with the over 2.5 rounds of plus 120. I think they both can survive a little bit longer. I think Chandler can survive 12 and a half minutes. Give me the over 2.5 rounds plus 120.
Hey, I need a bet. We need a bet now. We need a bet or something like that. We need a bet or something like that because you was hyped. You was a little too hyped. I'm a smash Chandler.
I know I was,
Chandler's
and
gonna knock this
I
dude
had
out.
to stop.
He's gonna knock
have
him
to
the
stop
fuck
doing that.
out.
I have to stop doing that. It's a
He's gonna knock
terrible.
him the fuck out. I'm gonna smash him.
I
Oh,
know I
never
did
mind.
say all that, and I said that to start my
Hold
breakdown.
on. Patty's
I
gonna.
know I said all that, but listen, Dabs, I got to be smarter than that. I can't be doing all that anymore.
Okay,
All
I
right, full
respect it.
transparency. You know what's happened on my max bets this year? Not very good. My max bets are fucking like 0-3. So every time I put up a lot of money, I lose. So yeah, I don't want to put up a lot of money on Chandler. Like I said, I wanted to smash him. Then I thought maybe don't be stupid anymore. Maybe stop making that same fucking mistake over and over and over again and do something different.
Hey, look, brother. We love honesty. And you know what I'm gonna play here?
I put a $200 max bet on Leon Edwards. Okay, that was my last max bet. I put a $200 max bet on Israel Adesanya. They were bad. Okay, it was bad, boys. It was bad.
Ooh, hey, we're not gonna speak on Leon. We're not even gonna speak on that bum. That's a bum ass nigga, bro. 5 bills, bro, on a bum.
Izzy bugs me. Izzy bugs me
Hey,
more.
look, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if my boy Weinstein in here. If anybody who's out there in San Antonio, hey, as soon as that motherfucker was on his ass in like round 4, nigga, I already called that lift. That lift was already called, nigga. Right when that nigga hit it, right when that ass hit the
It was
ground,
dead. Yeah,
that lift was called, nigga. I'm on the way back to the goddamn Airbnb.
it was over. I know.
Nigga, I want that shit killed me, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That one will
shit
haunt
was
me for a
horrible.
while.
Dude, it was bad.
I remember it like it was yesterday. Leon Edwards comes out. He's looking good on the strike, and he's piecing up Sean Brady on the strike. And we're like, okay, here he goes. And then what does Leon Edwards do? He shoots a takedown on
He
Sean
shoots a
Brady. And I was like,
takedown.
you stupid motherfucker.
Bro.
I was really mad. I was really mad.
Bum ass nigga. Fucking bomb. Nah, it's straight, bro. Nigga's a bum.
All right. But do you have anything you said you want to add to Chandler and Pimblett? Or are we going to the main event?
I think Pimblett loses tomorrow night, y'all. And I'm just gonna say this right now because I don't know. Dylan just ain't. He's not being as transparent. This is I quote. You can't be going to a fucking.
I
You
was
can't
like,
be
how am
losing.
I not?
You can't be losing to Jared Gordon. You can't be losing to Jared fucking Gordon,
I
who has
know.
no fucking
I'm not
power.
even saying,
Who's
like, I
not gonna
didn't say
power slam you?
arguably or it
Who's
was
not
a
gonna
close
body
decision when
slam
he
you?
lost that fight.
He lost that fight. Patty Pimlet lost that fight.
Yeah, 100%.
That was a fix. That nigga Dana White said, "Nigga, if you goddamn call it for Jared Gordon, I'll kill you, nigga." You know what I'm saying? If
He
you
says,
call
yo,
it motherfucker for Jared, hey,
yo,
bro,
bring it in close. Let me bring it in real close. Yo, go win that fight. I'll let you win that fight. Do anything you want, but I'm going to let you win that fight.
bro, bro, bro. That was a bad beat that night. I'm just like, man, it's whatever. Um, but nah, man, I think
I
Michael
think
Chandler
everybody
was
was on
body,
Jared Gordon, too. We've seen Pimblett looking like he's not ready.
and he's so
Yeah, no, I
what is
know.
it, lackadaisical in there, bro. He
Like I
just
said,
be
I'm torn because I want to stick to my guns and not bet fucking 39-year-olds.
nah. I'm dude. At the end of the day,
But
he's
one of them
not
comes
39.
through.
He's probably about 34. With the Roys involved right now, before they deteriorate his insides, he's around 34. Um, but he had Jesus in his life. That's why he doesn't
I don't
rage
mind
too
that. I
much.
could buy into some of that.
He has Jesus in his life, a real Caucasian wife, and two black kids. Mixed. His life is just mixed. Dude's in kind of a what do you call it? A plateau. He's just vibing, man. He just sits in the press conference
Just
chilling, man.
riding it out.
That's what I'm, man. Yeah, man. I think he goes out with a little bang. He's like, I beat Patty Pimblett for a little bag. Connor, if you ever want to fight me, I'll fight, and that's going to be the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. Hey,
That's
one
one
more
thing I
thing.
found
Answer me
actually
this,
funny is that
everybody.
Michael Chandler was still talking about
Everybody,
other fights.
answer me this. What was the method of victory versus Patty Pimblett versus Tony Ferguson? Please tell me the method of victory, please. I'll tell you if you can't do it. I'll tell you. It was a decision, my
Somebody in the
nigga.
chat can go ahead. I don't want.
It was a decision, my nigga. It was a decision. You can't finish fucking Tony Ferguson, you goddamn bum.
Mhm.
And then you're talking about scousers don't get knocked out. Nigga, you're probably gonna eat your words tomorrow, bro. I really
You
feel
don't
like
get
it's
knocked out.
yeah, bro. I think it's coming, man. But that's just me.
Yeah, like I said, I'm on that over. I think like when it comes to these old dogs that you like he's 39, but I like Michael Chandler to win. But something I've always said that I need to learn from is you got to bet these. If you like the veteran, you're a fan of him, just bet him to survive. Like you can get plus 120 on Michael Chandler or plus 120 on the over 2.5 rounds. It's the same shit. So bet on your boy to survive. Take both sides. See me next week on Tuesday. Actually, there's no fights next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks here, but
Hey, my boy
you might
Dylan
see
will
me
be
and
out
my guy
here in the
Dabfather live from
H-Town.
Houston. We might be
My
talking
nigga
about
gonna
something else other
be
than
out
fights. Who
here.
knows? We'll be live from Houston. Who knows?
You know what I'm saying? My boy gonna be in the H-Town. We gonna tape to go shoot some
Hey,
firearms.
Wine Time's still in the house with us. Let's go.
Hey, hold on.
So we can finally answer his question. Do you want to answer his question about Volk or Lopes, or should I take that? I think I started with Michael Chandler and Pimblett, so why don't you go ahead with the main event?
All right, this is all I'm gonna say, man. Do you come from a land down under? You know what I'm saying? We riding with our boy Volk here, man. Volk looks insane right now, man. He looks insane. I think he's mentally gonna be there. At the end of the day, do you know what kind of fight Diego Lopes needs to get in to thrive in this fight? It has to be a firefight. It has to be a war. It has to be toe for toe in the middle. And I think Volk's just gonna prove a point. Like, no, I'm a little smarter than that. I want my belt back because I have all these fucking kids and they're girls and they cost money. I need
I gotta
that
get my
champion.
charger. I'll be right back.
I need that money back. So I think Volk gets it done. Yeah, that's it, man. I think he's better. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. I think he's gonna be able to mix it up a lot better than Lopes does. I think just Lopes just loses his cool in there. He just doesn't know how to chill the fuck out. You know, he just doesn't know how to chill the fuck out. So yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that motherfucking Volk side, man. Motherfuckers, A lot of these motherfuckers are talking about Lopes is gonna win, man. That line just the amount of people I hear talking that line should be a pick 'em. Not even you're not even riding.
Yeah.
You're picking. You're not riding, you're picking. You know in your fucking heart Lopes gets this done. You know in your heart he gets this done. Who the fuck is Diego Lopes? Like, nigga. Alexander
I
the
mean, he's
Great.
streaking. He looks good right now. He looks good right now. He's been on a bit of a streak as of recently. So I think there's a bit of recency bias on this. When it opened, everybody was on Lopes, and then Volkanovski dropped to minus 125.
Hold
That's
on.
when I jumped on.
Hey,
That's when I jumped on Volk at minus 125. He's now up to minus 140.
hey,
Hey,
what was it? Evulav is a bitch. We already noticed that. Hey, Gavin Tucker, nigga, sorry as fuck. Pat 17, honestly, he's fucking weird. He's chinny as fuck. You tap his chin, he's going out. Sadiq Youssef, I'm not gonna say anything because you guys have called me ignorant. Dan Ige, cool. Dan Ige is a 50-50 fucking fighter. Brian Ortega is literally toast. Did you see what Brian Ortega was like this? And he got
yeah, no,
knocked the fuck
Ortega
out.
was toast. Yeah, I don't.
He was
I agree
fucking
with that. That was.
toasted.
We
Do you
smashed that
think
one so hard, Dabs, when it was Lopes versus Brian Ortega. We're like, oh, he's wrecked.
easy,
He's done. He's washed.
easy,
All
bro.
that good stuff.
Easy, bro.
And so, what does that do? Makes Lopes look amazing. You just beat Brian Ortega. That was name value, right? That's what the UFC tries to do. Look at how good he is. He just beat Brian Ortega. Is he really that good? That's the question. I don't think so.
I think Volk just needs to extend this fucking fight. Extend the
I
fucking
agree.
fight and new. And new. You know what I'm saying? You
Tell
know what
you
I'm
what I think
saying?
about that, Debs. There's not really. We could go on all night and talk about how you're going to break down Volkanovski and how he should win, but there's really only one way to say it. Only one way to say it.
You're actually fucking fraudulent, man. Hey, that nigga tripping, man. You tripping.
Oh shit! We got some more action in the chat though. We're gonna have a little battle here again. Lopes is younger, faster, and more volume. I mean, I'm not ready to throw.
Hold on.
Go ahead, take it away, Dabs. I know you love to chat with G.
You say Lopes is younger, faster, more volume, technical, IQ, and just overall it's gonna mix it up. And then that nigga Lopes is I think Lopes is retarded. I think Lopes has a little fucking retardation in him, a little autism. He's fucking I think he had a little he's retarded, bro. Trip. Me and G, we was cool the first half of the car, and then you just wanted the goddamn what the fuck, dog?
Yeah, there's a few picks that you guys are on the other side of each other on.
Money coming in on vote, man. So we like that at the end of the day, man. That's where the sharps are, like me. That's where the sharps are, like me, G. If you wanted to know, just if, only, hey, if just hey, only if you wanted to know. That's just where the sharps are. I'm fucking with you, brother. Yeah, it's honestly a toss up. I think a lot of these fights are a toss up, and definitely tread lightly. And definitely
Yeah, that's
tread
why I
lightly,
picked
but
my spots this week. Some of them are gonna get greasy, but yeah, like I said, I'm not ready to throw Volkanovski down the well. Like if we talk about his last two fights, or last three, it was Islam, and it was a close fight. The first fight, very close fight. He came in looking in shape, much like he looks in shape for this one with. And then second one, I mean, we all know it. He was 11 days short notice. You should have never fought Islam on 11 days short notice. That was bad. And then after that, he came back pretty quickly to go and fight Taporia. Like it was just bad news. He shouldn't have done none of that.
hey, one more thing before it slips my fucking fragile mind. Gee, you talking about more volume, nigga? What have you seen? You seen about 10 minutes of volume. After that, I think he's fucking toasted.
I think he does gas in round 4-5 too. I've heard a
I
lot of
think
love
he
for that
passes around
Volkanovski 3
two.
4 5 finish.
In the round two, he gonna be like, "Oh fuck." He gonna
I actually
start
don't
feeling
hate.
that shit, and you gonna start hitting that corner, be like, "Chill, Diego, chill." Yeah, and I'm be like, that's when I'm gonna start hammering Volk again. Start hammering that loud line again. Start hammering that shit.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be
I'm
a
gonna
good
start
spot to live
hammering
bet
that.
too after round two. And like I said, I've heard a lot of love on other people's podcasts for Volkanovski round 3 4 5 plus 1,400, 1,600 plus 2,000. I think that may be worth your 10,
That's
$5, $10, whatever you want to do
that's
there.
worth
Some
a
small
little. Yeah, that's worth a little
beer
big
money
Mac
straight up. That's a
deal.
beer money bet for sure.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
you
Yeah,
go buy
that's
yourself
worth
a
it.
beer, you can put fucking $10 on that. You know what I mean?
Nah, for real, man.
So $10 on each one, you can get paid anywhere. That's a $30 bet. You can get paid anywhere from 140 to 2,000. It's 200. Sorry. Hey, Action Jackson in the chat
Bro,
with
get
us.
it
What's
together,
up? What's
Cubby. Get
up?
it together, bro.
I know, right?
Fucking Jackson. Yeah,
Action Jackson,
man.
unique New York, unique New York. The arsonist had oddly shaped webbed feet.
Hey, wrap this shit up.
Wrap this shit up. All right. Well, you heard my guy Dabs. He wants to wrap this shit up. And we went way too long, anyways. Honestly, we're going to do quick breakdowns. And this happens every single time. I was very adamant at the beginning of the show. We weren't going to do this, but an hour is not bad. We did get some good information out instead of just speed rounding you guys. So, yeah, we'll be back next week. Sorry, next week there is no fights, but we'll be back in 2 weeks here on the Fight Lounge. Other than that, you can catch me and the boys on the live sweat
Hey,
next Tuesday. What is it, Dabs?
hey, I just want to point out this funny ass bet. Um, Gene Silva to bark like a dog in the octagon at any point is minus 225.
Oh, that's free money.
If anybody wants to take that,
That's free money.
he should bark like a. I think he gets a little roof out. You know.
I want to take back all my bets and put it all on Gene Silva to bark at minus 120, 220. Can I do that? It's a good bet. There it is. Gene Silva to bark minus 220.
That's insane. We should really
Actually, I
smash
would
it.
honestly, I would put some money on that. I'd put 220 bucks.
I'm gonna match it. I'm gonna match it for y'all and put it on the screen next week. I'm gonna match it for y'all.
I need to see that. Fuck yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
match it.
we're going to wrap this thing up. We went for an hour. We went a little bit longer than we thought, but we'll be back in 2 weeks for another fight card to break down with you guys. If you want some more action from any of us, make sure you follow us at Who-Bangin Sports Talk. All the boys are giving out action every day. Me and the boys will be live for the live sweat on Tuesday. We'll be there every Tuesday breaking down playoffs. We'll have NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, and it's all popping off starting next week. So make sure you tune into our Tuesday show, the live sweat. Until that, for Dab Father and myself, we'll see you next time. Peace.